Shalom, shalom, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakahakudash, and shalom, the Bakarian Shor Yasharala. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders and teachers of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the whole elect out there and the elect lady and your children. As always, this is only for the house of mourning, for the house of faith, you sincere brothers and sisters that truly believe in the testimony of our Lord, which is the spirit of prophecy. We at the time, brothers, we're here and we're going to keep saying it because every day we're getting closer, to that time where this thing is just going to go left and everything is being manifested through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Now, I want to play this video. As you can see, this is Whitney Webb, and I want to play the video, all right, because this is going into them 15-minute cities. Remember the Apostle Tahar was speaking about the 15-minute cities years ago, man, and now it's here. Let's play it.
Autonomous cars that drive people around. And so if you lose private car ownership, you can't really control where you go. And so these cars would determine, would have specific routes that you could, pay to use.
First of all, what is their attraction to 15-minute cities? What is that? What is their obsession with making people live in 15-minute cities?
So I haven't written extensively about 15-minute cities, but I would argue that the goal there is basically to have people more or less corralled into an area where they're easily surveilled and controlled. And that's basically the interest here. The interest here is how do a small few rule the many forever without the many ever being able to complain or do anything about it. And so ultimately,
yeah, this is all part of the program, the infrastructure, that these devils are ready to lay out. All right, they want to surveillance you, like she said, supervise you on a whole different level. And remember, all right, when that chip comes, it's going to unite all of this together, man. Now you had this right here from Trump. He says, world's most powerful reset, President Trump. So what you think they're ready to do, man? World's most powerful reset. What do you think is about to happen, man? See, these devils been planning this for years, and it's here. And the men of the Lord's been telling you this thing, man. We go to Revelation, we go right to the point. We're not going to drag this to, this is coming. This is the time that we're in. Revelation 16, he calls it both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's the mandatory implementation of the RFID chip. And this is how they're going to be able, and that no man might buy or sell, say he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. You ain't going to be able to function in this society. Like she said, it's all going to be super, super surveillance. The eyes in the sky, this time, they're going to have a little piece of machine in you, that little computer chip, and they're definitely going to control everything. They're going to monitor everything. And this is what it means when the scriptures say that this devil wants to be the Most High. You go to Isaiah 14, 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground with this weakening nation? This was a man, Esau, right? Right? And this is what he feels in his mind in the NLT. For you said to yourself, I will ascend to heaven and set my throne above God's stars. Who are the Lord's stars? The Israelites. Remember, this war is an ancient war between Jacob and Esau. I will preside on the mountains of the gods far away in the north. I will climb to the highest heavens and be like the Most High. See, he wants to be God. He has a God complex. Instead, you will be brought down, the Lord said. See, this, you're going to lose eventually. Because it tells you this. Let's get this. Let me go back to the KJV real quick. Bear with me. Tells you in the book of Job. Let's go to the book of Job. What's that? 5. All right. All right. Okay. Unsearchable. That's on those that be low to set up on high. Okay. Let me see where we at. He taking the what? Here we go. Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And what is their enterprise? I'm going to this word. Matter of fact, let's get that in the etymology real quick. Salaka, bear with me. Enterprise, right? An undertaking, formerly also enterprise, Old French, undertaking, right? Entrepreneur, undertake, take in hand. Woo! Woo! Take in hand. What's going to go in your hand? Huh? What's going to go in your hand? Huh? RFID chips in hand are small bioglass encased implants, often NFC RFID, injected between the thumb and the forefinger to enable contactless actions like opening doors, unlocking doors, man, or etc., etc. Your hand, here we go. This their enterprise to take in hand, between, to take, catch hold, to seize. See, he's trying to catch you. He's trying to control and own your spirit. Now he's gonna get the masses, but for the elect, no, you're not gonna be able to get the elect. The elect already sealed with the promise of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to be delivered. All right? And this is what's coming, to take in hand. See, their enterprise is this right here. Their new world order. And to put this chip in you, man, to control you, to be God himself. All right? This is what's going on, brothers. So the Lord said, what did he say? He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, unto the counsel of the frowers carry headlong, man. We read the rest of this chapter, he's going in on these devils. So the Lord is going to rain on your parade. He's going to rain on your parade, Esau, Edom. Let's listen.
This ruling system that they've been attempting to impose on people really around the world, because this is a global governance project at the end of the day, is,
Yeah, because they're not telling you that. This is a new world order. It's a global project. This is not just going to go in China. No, this is going to be worldwide. And the Lord is going to summon this. The Lord is controlling all of this. He's going to make sure this happens. Just like when the Beetlejuice, the C-19 came out, that was the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was behind all of that. All right? The Lord said in Isaiah, let's go to Isaiah 45:7. All right? What did the Lord say in Isaiah 45:7? I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, will do all these things, man. All right? When we go into the, let me see. Let's go into the ESV version, right? Let's go to Isaiah 45. Let's highlight it real quick. I form light and create darkness. I make well-being, see, and create calamity. I am the Lord who do all these things. So Jacob's trouble is the Lord. He's behind this. He's going to bring calamity upon you wicked Israelites and the rest of you heathens here in Babylon the Great and the world. The RFID chip, that's the Heavenly Father's chip. He's behind all of it, man. He's going to create calamity. Calamity. Right? A calamity is a great misfortune, disaster, man, or cause of severe misery. All right? And that's what's coming. Misery. Jacob's trouble is about to bring the Lord's judgment, man. A lot of you playing around, these devils are ready. They're ready. This man said, what? He just posted this on Twitter, on X. World most powerful reset. What do you think is going to happen? See, y'all playing games with Yahweh Shem outside. The Lord is moving.
Using big tech tools in mass surveillance to basically create an entirely new way of life and system of living. And part of that is to basically reduce the share of what the many most.
Yeah, you're going to be told what to eat, what to drink, what time you could go out, 15 minutes to do this. They're going to track every move. That chip going to be in you. And a lot of you Israelites that haven't been prepared yourself spiritually, you're going to fall for it because you ain't going to be built to overcome that temptation in that day.
I.e. the 99% or whatever, have. So, a lot of this, became extremely, unpopular, but also.
And I'm going to jump around. I know there's a 5-minute video, but I want you to listen to Dabu.
My condolences to those who bought this 4K mini projector before because it's now on a massive discount. I've tested basically every mini projector I could.
This is Dabu7. A lot of people asking questions about this cryptic post that Trump put out talking about the world's most powerful reset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Signed, DJT. People saying, what is he talking about? Is this chatter on Russia and Ukraine? Is it purely China? America first, 40 check?
No, it's going to be a global thing. This is about to happen, man. They're about to bring in this chip, man. Our kingdom is close.
He said, look, I'm sent here to reset this whole thing. So
all of this that's going on right now with the war, the Strait of Hormuz, the energy crisis, the battle of energy, who got the best energy, who got the most oil, who's going to be the next hegemony, that's about to be an end of all that. This is all pre-orchestrated by the elites. It tells you this, man. Let's go to Psalm 73. We're going to stay on the ESV. Let's go to Psalms 73. We start from verse 1. Truly God, Yahweh, is good to Israel, to those who are pure in heart, which are the elect. But as for me, my feet had almost stumbled, my steps had nearly slipped, for I was envious of the arrogant when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For they have no pangs unto death. Their bodies are fat and sleek, meaning they living good. You go to KJV and the NLT, they call them fat cats. They are not in trouble as others are, the elites. They are not stricken like the rest of mankind. Therefore, pride is their necklace. Violence covers them as a garment, man. Just like in a spiritual sense, we wear our spiritual garments, our righteousness, which eventually is going to give us what? Those new bodies. Well, Esau is the left hand. All right? He put on garments as violence. He covered himself as a garment. Spiritually, he's filled with wickedness. That's just his nature. Their eyes swell out through fatness, man. Their hearts overflow with follies. They scoff and speak with malice. Loftily they threaten oppression. They set their mouths against the heavens, which are the Israelites, and their tongue struts through the earth. Therefore, his people turn back to them and find no fault in them. As they say, how can God know? This is how they feel. And this is why they're going to push their new world order. How can God know? Is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are what? What did the Lord say? Oh, who are this? These are the wicked, always at ease. They increase in riches. You know, and that's them. You go to 64, right? Hear my voice, O power, Yahweh, in my complaint. Preserve my life from dread of the enemy. Hide me from the secret plots of the wicked, from the throng of evildoers, man. And the Lord is going to do that for his men. He's going to do that for his men in these last days, man. You know, but a lot of you are going to fall. You're going to fall by the sword when the Lord put the spirit on this devil to go hard on you. Psalms 37 and 37. Let's get that real quick. All right? The Lord is marking the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace, man, which is the elect. All right? So they're setting up shop.
Take that as not just the United States economically, but it's going to affect the entire globe. And he's kind of pointing in that direction. The whole thing with the Straits of Hormuz has sparked this. And even if they come out and they say he's talking about something else, like, what are you talking about that makes sense to what's going on out here? Well, it's this. Everything going up, and with the Mar-a-Lago Accord coming up here just next month, when the whole thing gets rolled out, people are going to see what he means through and through. This isn't a one-day thing, okay? But it's happening. It's happening in real time, every day. You can just watch the markets and you can see the prices of everything around the world rising. Inflation rising. So to fix this, there's going to have to be an official event, in my opinion, a true reset. But what this might entail.
But they're going to have a swan event, something catastrophic got to happen. Something which these devils, they cause, you know, the problem, and they come in as the solution. That's called the Hegelian dialect, right? Right? Let me see if I'm spelling this right. Right? The Hegelian dialectic is a philosophical method developed by G.W.F. Hegel, right? Proposing that history and thought evolve through a three-stage process of conflict. See? Resolution, thesis, a concept, and antithesis, its opposing limitation, right? Opposition control go hand in hand with the Hegelian dialect, pressure from above and pressure from below, and synthesis, the resolution. That's them. They play both sides. This continuous transformative cycle drives historical change toward absolute knowledge, right? Blah, 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 whatever. This is what's coming, and these devils are good at it. Look at it, this is the devil. They're good at that. They're good at it. They're good. That's what Esau was made for this. You know?
Is telling everybody that we forgive you of your debt if you come onto the new system.
You lose everything and own. How it go? What's the quote? Lose everything and be happy about it. Or don't own nothing and be happy about it.
That would walk a ton of people right into the trap, onto a new system, the beast system, of course.
Of course.
Will many care? Nah. Many are going to go along with the flow, but a lot of you out there, you've had warning after warning about this moment, about when this all goes down. And to me, they really can't put the whole thing into effect until they hold your money hostage. Which means any moment now, any time, there's going to be some kind of hack or cyber attack on the banks holding your money hostage. they're going to have the quick answer, which is going to be a digital currency. Just download the app and you can spend it at the gas station at any store. It's already set up. So give me a break. All they need.
Mm-hmm. So going back to these
One
15
tiny
minute
flaw
cities,
ruins most
Salakia,
grounding shoes,
I'm just
but
gonna play
grounded
just a
footwear
little bit
fixed
of it.
it.
We're gonna end
You
it,
see,
man.
most grounding shoes
to basically create an
So we see Esau moving, man. Listen
entirely
up.
new way of life and system of living. And part of that is to basically reduce the share of what the many, i.e., the 99% or whatever, have. So, a lot of this.
Yeah, and when you go to here, let me see. Let me bring this up real quick. Financial. All right, I seen something earlier, Salakia. Let me see if I can find it again. Was it Golden Sachs or The Economist? Let me see. Salakia for this. Ah, what are you doing? All right, let's go. What did I see there? Bear with me. Right. I was reading an article earlier. Anyway, if I find it, I'll probably do a part two on this. But anyway, let's listen just a little bit more. We're gonna close it out.
Became extremely unpopular, but also like people learned about it during the COVID era because of these groups like the World Economic Forum, which, by the way, bills itself as the premier promoter of public-private partnerships. That we need to not own our cars, we need to rent them, and there should be autonomous fleets of Ubers that drive everyone around a specific radius. We shouldn't own homes. We should.
It's gonna be like Demolition Man, man. The movie. Everything was controlled by technology. All this futuristic BS, man. You know, even when they try to have sex, they have to put the VR goggles on. It's this is madman, man. But see, we read earlier, the Lord is going to do what? He's going to disappoint his enterprise. Lord willing, you will edify. Shalom.